Okay, we're going to start with Brett. Only because I'm going to turn the camera over to him. This is our Redoubt rally team today, and it's kind of dark on some of those, but I think they're going to be happy with it. Okay, here you go, Brett. Okay.
And there's Sherry herself.
Yep, Sherry DeBali with Redoubt News, and we are meeting with the rally team today that is just so freaking awesome that I have to brag on. We're going to send the camera around so that everybody can introduce themselves, and then we're going to talk about how things went today. Okay, why don't you start over here with Jonathan? Introduce yourself.
And I'm Jonathan Alexander, captain of the U.S. Militia.
And one of our newest members, and he has done a freaking awesome job of live streaming. I just am so impressed.
Thank you, Sherry.
I'm Travis McNeil, and I'm also part of the militia.
Awesome. I love the militia.
Yes. Me too. Since you said it was only for you, I thought, okay, Travis.
Oh, hi, I'm Rochelle Emery. I'm here with Michael Snyder for Congress.
How are we holding out?
Wade, say hello. Introduce yourself.
I'm Julia, and...
She's Julia.
She's Julia. I'm under HB part of the militia, so I don't know.
She's a future militia member.
There you go.
Hi, my name is Carol Baker. I actually live in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
I'm Linda Welch, Brian Welch's wife.
And I'm Brian Welch, the primary organizer of the Second Amendment Support Rally that just concluded earlier today.
Appreciate you being here, Brian.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you for setting that up.
We have tried to do a lot of live streams today, and the ones in Coeur d'Alene actually were more successful than the ones in Sandpoint. Facebook is shutting down Redoubt News. It's called shadow banning. But, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I feel like I'm kind of easily behind your back there, but I was trying to get you covered.
Hey, if you got my back, I can't complain.
There you go.
Watch your six.
That's right. Shadow banning is a way for Facebook to not technically ban us, but to keep the truth from getting out there. They're doing this to a lot of conservatives. Sorry, I have to have my coffee in the meantime. It's my Rubio moment.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Conservatives are getting shut down. They don't want the truth out there, and it's the same question I ask every time. If the government is doing everything right, then what do they have to be afraid of? Why do they have to shut down the other side of the story? Obviously, the only ones who want to shut it down are the ones who are afraid of the other side, who are afraid of the entire story. I have never told my kids how to vote, for example, but I've always asked them, don't ever just get on the bandwagon without knowing what you're doing. You have to be able to support your position. Well, the government cannot seem to support that position because they don't want anybody questioning it, which is part of our problem. So we are doing everything we can. We've got a lot of great citizen journalists contributing, and we want to highlight a few of them today. We have covered what I have been calling the itty-bitty kitty rallies. The kids, supposedly the kids have organized this, but it's a nationwide organization by the Women's March, not by the kids. The kids jumped on board. A lot of them didn't even know what they were there for. A lot of them felt like it was a gun ban rally. They want to ban guns, but at the same time they want to hunt. So how do you work that one out? Up in North Idaho, you know, kids that, when they do something wrong, they're banned from hunting season. They aren't banned from anything else. They aren't punished with physical very often. They get their guns taken away. So they want everybody to have their guns taken away. It doesn't seem to make sense. So we're going to talk about some of the rallies they held down here in Coeur d'Alene. We're going to turn it over here to Jonathan to explain what happened at the rallies that he was covering.
Well, we held the one over at the school first. Went over there to do the live interview, and the school actually had it locked down to where nobody was allowed to be there to film. And then from there, we went over to the fairgrounds for the event over there. Did interview quite a few people, so it turned out to be a real good event.
Okay, and that was the Second Amendment rally in favor of the Second Amendment in protest of the walkouts.
Correct.
Who's next?
Let's talk to Brian. He's the one who organized today's Second Amendment.
One of the things I'd like to say real quick, I'd like to see everybody get all these live videos out there to everybody they have on Facebook. Share this with all your friends before they ban all these. You know, get it out there. So
we've got some really good people that work with our team. They have their own channels, but they grab what we do and send it out.
Absolutely.
I got all kinds of messages today that they were trying to get our stuff out, and they got some of yours. But again, Facebook is trying to block it. That's what we call shadow banning. That is where they don't actually come out and cut off our channel, but they don't allow our information out to very many people. I was explaining to Brian a few minutes ago that when we were covering the Bundy stuff in Nevada, we were actually hitting.
rotate your device. You can't turn your phone while live.
Yeah, you don't want to change it once it's up there. It's live now.
Okay.
You are awesome, Jonathan. I got you right here.
Is that good?
That is awesome.
All right.
You are doing really well.
What do you get there?
Okay, Facebook shut down my live stream a minute ago, so we're putting it back up on a different phone and a different account to see if they will let us continue.
Oop, try that. There we go.
We've got a great discussion
Awesome.
going here, and we want to share it with everybody. We were just discussing shadow banning and what that means. Facebook has not shut down our page, but they have limited who can see our page. That means everybody has to really share it out with all of their groups and all of their friends in order to make the reach grow. There are some pages where they had over 200,000 people. They made a post this morning and it reached 81 people with one share. Now that's ridiculous, okay? When you have, close to 250,000 people liking your page, you should have more than 81 people reached. And that's what shadow banning is all about. They aren't stopping. They just set their algorithm to where it doesn't go anywhere. So it takes everybody to fight that. And that's the biggest battle we've got. What we are doing is we are expanding out to a lot of other social media. Our YouTube channel is growing like crazy. We are on Gab, we're on Tea Party Community, we're on Minds.com, we're on tons and tons of other social media outlets. We're looking into Steam It and such like that, so we can get away from Facebook. It takes a lot more time, but we're going to get away from Facebook. One way or the other. As a matter of fact, I think Brett's going to talk to you about how to stream straight up to YouTube. That's something we talked about, so we can probably work with you on that one.
Absolutely.
I'd like to talk to Brian about the way you set up the rally today, reasons behind it, how it came about, we got it together, and what else we're going to do next.
Okay. Well, one of the primary drivers was what I term the disingenuousness of the event organizers at Court Lane High School. They originally started out, and I respect this, wanting to voice their feelings about not being safe in school. I respect that. They said in their KHQ interview that they were not calling for a gun ban. And Ashley was supposedly part of the Coeur d'Alene High School Skeet and Trap Club. So she says she supports the Second Amendment. She shoots guns herself. But then she went on to say that since this terrible shooting down in Parkland, she freaks out about every little noise in the hallways, wondering if this is going to be the day it happens to her. And that just kind of struck me as illogical. Because if you're on the shooting team, if you're on the school's heat trap, you can't be freaked out when everyone noise. She also went and said that every time somebody screams a little too loud in the hallway, she wonders what's going on. So it's obvious she's been triggered by outside events, something that didn't even happen at the school. Which, okay, it's a nationwide phenomenon. She started the event to join with this national movement, walking out of school today. Then it started to morph. It became a political action. They started demanding that their elected representatives come listen to them, stop talking, and do something to make them say no. And then they started to link to an organization like 5calls.org, which is a very leftist, liberal-leaning organization.
What was the name of that again?
5calls.org.
5calls.org.
And if you go to that site, they coach people on exactly what to say when they call the representative. They have a script that's all built up, ready for you to read off to your representative. And you can pick a number of subjects that you want to call on. A lot of them are, like I say, leftist, liberal-leaning organizations. And the number one that I noticed was call for a federal ban on assault weapons. So this is
Wait a minute, let's stop here for a second. I would like to ask everybody to define an assault weapon.
Exactly.
I mean, as far as I know, this could be defined as an assault weapon.
It's kind of nice.
You can assault somebody
So
with
look at this.
yeah.
Okay, you need to speak up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm watching the chat room.
Okay. Also,
Morning was a rough
a
one,
hammer
but yeah.
or a brick. That could be an assault weapon. One of the posts that I made on this event page is there was a guy that was out of jail for killing somebody with a hammer, but then turned around and was arrested for hitting somebody with a brick.
Yeah, that's why it's like, I only got like an hour left till I get to go back home to him.
The assault
Now
brick.
we're on the good side.
Let's ban assault bricks.
Yes. You know, on another topic, doctors and hospitals kill over 250,000 people a year with medical errors. But nobody's calling for doctors to be there. Nobody's calling for hospitals to be registered and background checked. Not seriously. So I sort of said, we have to, put a counter voice out there. Because, in my opinion, a lie left unchallenged becomes the truth. And as Edmund Burke said, all that is necessary for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing. So I decided to do something and ran with it and see where it went.
I think you did a great job.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think that rally was a huge success, and I think you should do more of it.
Now, in discussions in the North Idaho Carry Facebook group, somebody posted that, well, maybe we ought to be out there with our guns to escort these terrified itty-bitty kids, using your term.
Yep.
And it started getting kicked around. So, well, first off, we can't do it over by the school because of the federal law, gun-free zone. We can't have a gun within 1,000 feet unless you're on private property. Well, if you look at Coeur d'Alene High School, as you would know, you're over there, there's nowhere to go.
Absolutely.
Except on private ground. The Coeur d'Alene Bible Church that you went to did not return my call when I asked if I could use their grounds for this counter protest. I asked North 40 Outfitters. They said no.
Really?
Yes.
That's unusual because we've held rallies there before. The first rally I went to at North
That
Florida.
was Black Sheep.
Oh, that was Black Sheep?
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry about that.
Right.
So, North 40, I spoke to their corporate headquarters in Montana, and they said, no, we don't do those just as a blanket policy. We don't want to favor any political view over the others. We just don't have any. So I turned to the fairgrounds, and they said, sure, we'll rent the parking lot to you. it's going to cost you so much. You're going to have insurance, stuff like that.
Did you get enough donations to cover that?
Just about, yeah. There's still a little bit of money out there, but I'll just consider that my outlay and my
Well,
kick-in for
if somebody wanted to continue donating and help cover those costs, where would they go to do that?
There is a GoFundMe page for the NIC Second Amendment Support Rally that they can still contribute to. That page is still open.
And we will share that link later as I get back to my computer and able to do it.
And there's a link to it from the North Idaho Carry Second Amendment Support Rally Facebook page. There's an event for that.
So if anybody wants to help cover the cost for today's rally, that's where they can go to donate.
Absolutely. So one of the things we're doing right now, we're actually doing the live feed from my phone. As you see, they've shut down Sherry's phone, and they're actually using your IP is how they're shutting you down.
Okay.
That's why mine's going live right now, and they've got yours shut down.
Well, I'm kind of techie challenged on some of this stuff. You know, I can teach you about how to set your phone up to do live, but I can't, teach you anything about the IP being singled out.
So they've actually done that to Travis quite a bit, where they shut down different IPs on his phone.
And part of my problem is I know that they use VPNs for security, but my system doesn't want to take a VPN. I've tried several of them, and all it does is lock up my system.
Right.
So I've got to find one that will not lock my system. But maybe that'll rotate the IP and it won't shut it down so easily.
So now that we've had the rally today, and it's over with, and the kids have gone back to class, I think the next thing we need to talk about is the National March for Our Lives event that's going to be held on March 24th. There'll be events across the nation, and there is a Facebook page for that, which they have chosen to block me from, apparently because of my efforts today.
Is this an effort for gun banning as well?
Yes, it is.
Now, which Facebook page was that again?
It's March for Our Lives.
March for Our Lives. All right.
You put that in there, you can come up with their page. And there are events being held in every major city across the country. You can go to a list of all of them that are there. Just the one that they note in Idaho is down in Boise. They don't actually link yet.
Yeah.
Maybe because it hasn't been formalized to the one that's going to be held in Coeur d'Alene at McEwen Field next to the Coeur d'Alene Resort at 10 a.m. on Saturday. This is being organized by the same students that did the rally today, as well as other parents and others that want to support it that couldn't be there because of their work requirements.
Okay, before we go too far away from this stuff today, I want to discuss one other thing. I follow a lot of pages. I get a lot of messages sent to me. Sometimes it takes me a while to get through them. I get so many. I want to give a hat tip to Sandpoint High School, at least the superintendent up there. This event was not sanctioned by them. They actually had this event removed from the Women's March page because they were not sanctioned. It was put up there by a student. Mr. Woodward actually went and got that removed, so I was really proud of him. There were a lot of schools that did not sanction it and told the kids that they could be even suspended if they took part in it. And we're talking around the country now. There are some messages that I received that students were told they had no choice but to participate in it. So it was flipped over on them. You know, the liberal schools were trying to force the kids into it, and even if they didn't want to. So we have got a very serious agenda problem from the left. Yeah, they're forcing the kids to take part in things that they don't want to. They won't allow them to take part in things that they do want to. You will never see them doing a protest Planned Parenthood march. You know, that'll never happen. But they're being told they have to go and ask for a gun. So this is a very serious problem that we need to showcase all over the country. And when you see something like that happening in your area, get it up there and get it out there and let us know, because we'll share it as well. We'll share it with all of the people that we can reach. Hopefully by then it will have grown back. But we've got to expose it. That's what it comes down to, is we've got to expose it.
On that subject that Sherry was just mentioning, I was contacted this morning by a 18-year-old student over at Columbia Falls High School over in Montana that he intended to do a counter protest as well, and his high school administrators were trying to shut him down. He said he was going to go ahead with it anyway, and I asked everybody to offer prayers of support and like that he can go ahead and do this. But like Sherry was saying, these kids that want to stand up for their rights, they're being told they can't. You know, there are two sides to the story. They will let the protesters, you know, have their say, but then they won't let the other side have their say.
Exactly. You know, one of the things we just saw at the Coeur d'Alene High School on their page for this event, they were talking about how some of the kids were being bullied in to being at that event.
Really?
And they have it actually posted on their site right now. So if you read on their site on the event part, read some of the comments there, and the teachers were warning them about the bullying.
If somebody can get on that page and get some screenshots before they take them down, that would be awesome.
So, why don't you get on their site and see? And we'll actually film it here while we're here today.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry about that.
No, the worst bullying is being done by the powers that be.
Where's this coming up?
Right, and that's, you know, when we talk about gun violence, we talk about depression, and also talk about depression medication. These all play a role. And, you know, we have kids in school now that are depressed. They have improper nutrition. They're vaccinated, you know, with every single vaccine. And it's a mental health issue at this point. We have unstable children in school. And like the girl that you were saying, if she's, you know, freaking out over every little sound, we have a really big problem if our youth are so unstable that they can't function in high school, they can't have friends, they can't have meaningful relationships, and all they are is cruel to each other. How are they going to be the ones to take over the country? That's really frightening. You know, these are our future. These kids are our futures, and they can't function because our food has genetically modified organisms and it's a bunch of corn sugar, and so we've got improper nutrition. We have way too many kids medicated, and you know, we have a lack of family participation as well. You know, mom's been taken out of the home.
We're going to have
to, you know, and the kids are being raised by the state, basically. You know, their families are brushing their kids off for the government to take care of, and that's one of the big reasons why we're in this mess. You know.
The food's here, so we're going to have to.
So our breakfast is here, so we are going to end this broadcast temporarily.
But this roundtable has been really enlightening, and I think I'd like to do more of them periodically. So stay tuned to Redoubt News. We'll be back.